Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to the stock of the day, Omni Bridgeway. It was a competition between two companies, National Tire and Wheel, or NTAW, and Omni Bridgeway. The other company down 40%. Omni Bridgeway share price is up about 50%. And I decided upon this company because I've also recorded a small cap of the day, ASX small cap of the day, and the share price of that company is down about 90%. And I thought maybe do a good news story when it comes to the stock of the day. So thank you, Omni Bridgeway, for giving us an announcement that it's seen the share price rise 50%. Now, another reason why I want to talk about this company, well, a couple of reasons. The first one is I have always thought of this company as a law company, or law firm, that sort of thing. And I think I'm a little bit wrong when it comes to that. The second reason I want to discuss Omni Bridgeway is the chart. This could be a breakout, a beautiful looking breakout. Now, this is a homepage, and I was having doubts about what I thought this company was when I went through that announcement. I'll be honest with you, a lot of stuff they were talking about went over my head. But they talk about, first thing they mention here, they have professionals around the world managing a global investment portfolio. And I was thinking, is this more of a fund or something like that? They talk about they work with individual claimants, law firms, corporations, sovereigns, and multilateral institutions. So there is a bit of a law leaning there. And they also mentioned they assess investments and enforcement opportunities arising in most parts of the world. As investments and enforcement. They have funded hundreds of cases to completion. So that sort of is hinting they are more law focused, offering disputes, financing, and judgment enforcement capability and experience that is unsurpassed in the industry. They have litigators, enforcement lawyers, economists, financial experts, business intelligence, and asset tracing professionals. Okay, so interesting company, a company I've never really looked at before, and I think you can understand that, but just by me being a little bit confused about what this company does. You go through their who we help, law firm financing companies, bankruptcy and insolvency professionals, solutions. So this does seem there is definitely a bit of a law leaning here, litigation finance, that sort of thing. Okay, so let's talk about why the share price of this company is up. Ticker code is OBL, Omni Bridgeway. I have a feeling they might have changed their name. I have a feeling they changed their name a few years ago. Yeah, IMF Bentham. Yeah, IMF Bentham. That would have been maybe 3-4 years ago. Of course, my memory is, well, maybe not memory, but last 10 years seems to have just been pushed all together. So sometimes my timing can be off with that. So yeah, IMF Bentham, and I've always thought of IMF Bentham as a law company. Anyway, so let's have a look at why the share price of Omni Bridgeway is up 50%. What an absolutely brilliant day for the company on pretty big volume. In fact, if you have a look at any sort of unusual volume screener, in fact, let's do that right now. I would say that this company is near the top of that. No, let's not do that now. You can do that yourself. Okay, so let's have a look at the announcement. That's caused the share price of this company to rise 50%. Secondary market transaction continuation fund. I'm gonna actually just say I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That's like the most boring titled announcement in history. Secondary market transaction continuation fund. Okay, I was only interested in one word here, transaction, because transactions can be good. Anyway, so I actually did open this up, 24 pages long, and I was lost almost immediately. There were some things in this. I just went, what the hell is going on here? Secondary market transaction involving 150 plus investments structured as a continuation fund. I know nothing about continuation funds. Going through this, talking about funds 2, 3, funds 4, 5 series. But the one thing I did know or understand here is Ares, which is the company they're making this transaction with, will acquire 70% interest in Fund 9 for an upfront cash consideration of $310 million. I do understand that. Paid to Omni Bridgeway, representing 80% fair value conversion rate, which I think might be pretty good, with OBL retaining a 30% interest in Fund 9. Thunder. Anyway, so I did understand that. I did understand that they're getting $310 million through this transaction. And the other thing I understood, if you have a look at Omni Bridgeway, and we'll do this via Trading View, because and you understand why in a second. If you have a look at the market cap of this particular company, $281 million. Well, wait there. We're getting $310 million, and the market cap is $281 million. So what's going on here? Well, I'll get into that in a second. And now the market cap of this company is $411 million because the share price has increased 50%. Now, if you keep going on, they too talk about areas will take a bit of an equity stake in, or have an equity stake in Omni Bridgeway. They go through the strategic rationale, and you can go through that yourself. But they do mention here somewhere they will pay a bit of debt. So they'll receive an initial payment of $275 million, and I'm trying to find it where they will pay down their debt. So this company does have a fair bit of debt, but I'm trying to find it where they actually say that. Maybe it's in the presentation alongside the announcement. Of course, I won't. Here we go. Reduction of debt. So outstanding debt will be fully retired at closing, and after that, they'll have additional liquidity of $60 million. So that means this company will be debt-free. In fact, they'll be sort of net cash. So that's another reason why the share price has increased a fair bit. And more than likely, they did receive pretty good value for this transaction. And the whole reason I say that is because the share price is up 50%. Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about when it comes to the announcement. Obviously, the market likes it. Some of this particular transaction is going over my head. A lot of lawyer jargon, maybe. So a lot of things to get around when it talks about this particular transaction, which I won't get into. I don't want to bore you to death. So let's have a look at the chart for Omni Bridgeway. Now, before today, the share price has been a downtrend since the start of 2023. When the share price was about $4. Well-defined downtrend. In fact, the downtrend was started by a pretty negative day on the 24th of February 2023. That would have been results. Share price down 18.7%. That does not mean the share price or the valuation of the company was pretty good because of that drop. And you just see what happened after that. Share price kept on dropping. A lot of investors, when they see a drop like that, think, oh, this company is really good value now. I'm going to buy in. And most of the time, it doesn't go well. And they usually regret it. Anyway, I've regretted it. I've done that before, and I've regretted it. Anyway, so share price has been a well-defined downtrend. You could maybe argue share price has been going sideways for the last 6 or 7 months. I definitely give you that. And because of that sideways move in the share price, that means it was forcing out more and more shareholders who were becoming bored. They wanted to get out at a higher price. They see the share price going sideways. They become bored and then sell out, which means there's less resistance moving forward when you have a day like today. And the share price popped up. Okay volume. I probably would have preferred higher volume, to be honest with you. But I'll say okay volume. And the most important thing is the share price actually ended near the high of the day. Now, the reason why you have a solid green candlestick is because the company released the announcement at 10:12 a.m. So the company was already in trading when they released this announcement. Just imagine you sold before this announcement was released. Maybe just imagine you sold at 10:06 a.m. and you sold at 50% share price lower than it was. You'd be just kidding yourself. Anyway, so the share price closed near the high of the day, which is actually quite a bullish. Not exactly at the high. And the other most important thing is the last time the share price was this high was in April of this year. So we're talking about a multi-month high. So we are talking about an 8-month high in the share price. I do prefer at least 6-month high, and we have that. At times, I do prefer a 1-year high, but I definitely will take a 6-month high. So I do think this is a potential breakout for Omni Bridgeway. So that's why this company is the stock of the day. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.